Good morning from Venice. We have got up at 4 o'clock this morning to come to the airport to fly out to go to Croatia via Austria, Vienna, I believe.
Trying a macchiato.
It's good, exactly what I need. Went to go board our Croatia flight, got on the bus, went to go board, didn't get let off the bus, turned around and have come back to the airport. And our flight has been delayed now till 1 PM and it is 10 now. We finally have made it to Split, which is cool.
Figuring out how to get to our accommodation, because I'm the map reader when I know where the blue dot's going.
She's learned how to use the blue dot.
Good morning from Croatia. It's a stinking hot day today and we're going to go and have a nice chill one sitting on the beach. We have literally just been to the supermarket for breakfast and now we are waiting for a bus that is actually super cheap. Only €4 for the day, so what we do have to wait a while for it. This morning we're going on a boat tour for the day to a couple of islands, and I think we're going swimming around a shipwreck, maybe some snorkeling, and there is lunch and breakfast included. It is scorching hot again, so we need to apply our sunscreen.
Made it on the boat. We are off to, I don't actually know what islands. What islands do we go to?
Yep.
We're going to some islands.
We've just gone aboard Mascalini to have a look for an hour. We're going to go look at the town and definitely go for a swim before we get back on because it's hot. This is the cutest little town with the clearest water. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I need a shit. At one of the islands, so refreshing. Back on the boat to our next destination now, and I'm chowing down something to eat. So is Harriet.
I feel refreshed. It's a lovely dip. Cornerstein was built in the early 20th century, a sturdy cargo steamer designed to navigate the busy trade routes of the Arctic Sea. She served as a vital link between the coastal cities, transporting goods, mail, and at times even passengers during the years between the world wars. On a stormy night in 1936, during a routine voyage from Split to Dubrovnik, the Cornerstein was caught in a violent squall just off the coast of Troga. Battling fierce winds and limited visibility, the ship shrunk and submerged rock formation near Croatia Island. Despite the crew's efforts, the hull was torn open, water flooded the lower decks, and with hours the Cornerstein slipped beneath the surface. Miraculously, most of the crew survived, and today the remains of the Cornerstein rest just mere meters below the waves, a popular site for divers.
Good morning. We are in Split and it is our last morning because we are off to Dubrovnik by taking a ferry for about 4 hours or 3 hours or something. It's supposed to be the fast one, the one right here, just waiting to aboard. And Harriet's feeling a little bit sorry for herself because she drank a little bit too much white wine yesterday and had a shit sleep. To be fair, both of us had shit sleeps, but we're keen to go see Dubrovnik.
We've made it after 4.5 hours on the ferry.
We have arrived. We're 4-minute walk away from our accommodation. Lots and lots of this. I didn't know I was signing up to lug my bag up and down stairs. Come find a sandwich.
On an adventure, find some food. Really hungry, and it is scorching hot, like sweaty the whole time. 45-degree. Up. Oh, this thing is steep. We got a Dubrovnik tourist pass so that we could walk around the old town for 40 euro and go to a whole lot of different museums and the odd fortress as well, which costs, well then it would all cost 40 euros. Otherwise it's just 40 euros to climb this wall.
Tour walking around the city walls. It was pretty epic. It was just very hot. We're both absolutely drenched. Looks like we've been swimming, but grab some water and we're gonna go have a drink, I think, at a cliff top bar, so that'll be cool.
What you got there, babe?
Bad. Hazy pale.
How many have you had?
0. I've just lost all my liquids. I need to rehydrate. Good morning. I'm off on a tour, the Game of Thrones tour, here in Dubrovnik, going to probably about 6 different locations of where they filmed some of the famous scenes. Just got to meet at the fountain today, grab some water. I'm excited, it'll be cool. It's just me today, no Harriet since she's done it before, so thought I'd save her some money. She can go look at some museums or something. She might show you what she's doing.
Troy's off seeing the Game of Thrones tour of Dubrovnik. I am at the Museum of Modern Art seeing Tony Craig's sculptures, which actually opened tonight and have very nicely opened it for us. It's very cool. After a quick tour of the museum and a reprieve in the 30-degree heat, I've now seen the museum and I'm going off to see Rector's Palace. Doubt there'll be air conditioning in there. In front of me is the Dubrovnik Cathedral, which is beautiful architecture and details inside it. Absolutely gorgeous. Museum has been my favourite museum I visited this morning with my Dubrovnik pass. Lots of old artefacts and history about the area. It's really cool to see some of the old stuff, and the models are epic as well. I definitely recommend. It's extremely hot and I think it's time to go to the beach. €5 takeaway pizza, margarita, yeah.
We're off to the beach for the rest of the afternoon. Have a bit of lunch, have a beer, chilling on the beach, do some swimming.
Most peaceful beach I've ever seen. Morning, it's our last day on holiday today, last full day, and last day in Dubrovnik, and we're going on a boat cruise for the day around 3 different Elefanti islands. Little shops, find choice of food. Something.
It's our last day today. We've just packed up, cleaning up the little studio apartment thing that we're in, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do for the day. Little beach spot. Been here for about 3 hours. Had a few beers, sandwich, couple of swims and soaked it up. It's good. Now we're gonna go get our bags and get ready to leave. We're on the bus, going to the airport.
And we finally have air conditioning.
Changing clothes, repacking like 3 times at its finest.
We're currently sitting in Dubrovnik airport waiting for our flight to Istanbul, which will eventually then fly to Hong Kong and back to Auckland. We've been through security checks and everything, and we have found there's one place to eat for dinner, and it basically only serves sandwiches. So if you're coming this way, definitely bring some food with you.
$10 for a pot noodle. That is the most I've ever seen. Our flight took quite a long time to get here to Turkey, so we are just trying to run for our gate, figure out where we are, because it wasn't printed on our ticket. So do I.
So yet again, travel worries, travel woes. We bought our tickets for these flights in December last year, and because we didn't book a seat, we've been put on standby, so there's a real high chance we won't be flying right now.
When our flight's basically gone.
Yay, we made it on the flight. We were extremely lucky that for €600 per person, people give up their flights.
And a 5-star hotel. And being picked up and dropped off, so a couple of families took it.
Note to self, in the future book seats, no matter what airline you are flying with.
Another tight connection. Doing the terminal dash again, as per usual.
Well, that was like a run from one airplane to the next, so don't recommend that. It's very stressful. But at least we get to go on Air New Zealand now, which I quite like Air New Zealand.
In charge of the cabin in the blue, we have Simon and Tony along with their team, who I'm sure will be doing their best to make this a perfect flight for you.
Race to get our bags and clear immigration, and then check in through security.
Back in the land of the long white cloud. When you're rushing for a flight, your bag gets lost and then you've got to get all the paperwork. Travelling woes.
We're on our last leg, boarding our last flight. Harriet's very excited, very tired. Finally, after a month of travelling, we are back home, Queenstown Airport. Sadly, we're sad to be back because we have to work on Monday, but we're very tired.
It was an epic trip and I loved it. Very hot at the end and some really awesome memories were made.